The summer transfer window is open already in Europe, and it's definitely interesting times for Nigerian players in the transfer market. We know there are big deals that have been concluded already, and we still have to take a look at some Super Eagles players that must make some important moves for them to maybe, as we can speak, keep their place in the national team. Welcome to the discussion segment, and definitely with me on the show today has to be our in-house analyst, Kehinde Idris.
Solomon, it's good to be here once more with you, and this time talking Nigerian sport, Nigerian football. But from the angle you're coming from, this will be a sweet one. It won't be Book of Lamentation be open. I guess it will be time to enjoy talking Nigerian football.
Talking about deals that are done and dusted, the sweet ones, it has to be our boy Victor Osimhen, £70 million to Napoli. Very, very interesting deal. And what should we be expecting?
Man, exciting times. I think after Obafemi Martins, maybe the likes of Joel Obi, I don't think Nigeria have always or have had it sweet in the Serie A,
yes,
that's true. Had something to expect so much when it comes to the Italian league. I think there's at times, it's like rolling back the hands of time, and we're talking about Obafemi right now. In the striker mode, Victor Osimhen, with the way the entire world talked about him, with the way Napoli cannot wait for him to get started, I'm imagining off my head, this is a young man right here in Nigeria, played the under-17, got into the world, Wolfsburg and all of that, Charleroi, and now we're talking of Napoli with the expectation. Now let me break this down with some loose talks. I think Victor Osimhen, Milik is there, Dries Martins is there, Laurent Insigne is there, right there in Napoli. But there is something about Napoli in 2-3 seasons building up to this, or this season with 2 other seasons. They've always fell short at the time it mattered the most.
Yes.
And where do they fall short? Shipping in some goals. As much as they're shipping a good number, but when it mattered most, the goal gets to cease. And that is why Napoli had to go for a little weapon. A weapon that looks like he's hungrier than any of the players that they've got. A weapon that looks like he's more adventurous and always ready, to score even more every moment. And that is why they looked in the way of her own, Victor Osimhen. And this is what Victor Osimhen is bringing to the Serie A, which makes it very exciting. Victor Osimhen wants to add to what Napoli have got and push for the Scudetto, talking about the Italian Championship. Victor Osimhen wants to add to what Napoli have got and push for the Champions League. Napoli are a big side, but Napoli have not been that big side when it comes to Europe. But still, they look more of the second fiddle, the lower team compared to other big teams in Europe. Maybe if the likes of Laurent Insigne had something very tangible added to what Dries Martins had this season, maybe we'll be talking of Napoli differently. And they felt if Milik is not performing so well, Laurent Insigne is not performing so well, we need something different. Victor Osimhen is looked in the way, and this man is coming with a lot of accolades. Remember, the French league that just got concluded abruptly. Victor Osimhen won the Marc Vivien Foé Award, which is the biggest or highest award for Africans. He is the best African player in the League One. Also, making the League One team of the year. That is how huge Victor Osimhen. They fell short of being in the European Champions League, sport. Talking about being in the top 4, they finished 5th. Victor Osimhen had a lot for Lille, and he will be bringing all of that. And that is why, as much as Napoli is excited, as much as even players who will be playing alongside is excited, a lot of Nigerians are excited. One of them is Simeon Nwankwo. One of them is definitely Kehinde Idris. I cannot wait for Victor to get started.